Setting up your science notebook. It is a district core message that students are responsible for their own learning. Scientists use notebooks as a guide and or a reference. They use it as a place to record data, observations, illustrations, reflections, questions, and ideas while working. They also use it as a place to collect and record claims and evidence to support their inquiries. They use it to make thinking visible. They use it to document their organizational growth over time and to show their learning. Here are some examples of some real scientists at work. I mean, you see it's just full of charts and tables and pictures of things that they see and the details in writing about it. So it's very much the journal. Here are a few more examples of scientists. And if you notice, you have Da Vinci's journal. And we know that Da Vinci was a big scientist. You have Robert Hooke, who took a picture of a cork cell in Rosalind Franklin's DNA array. Some pretty neat stuff. But if you notice, we still have copies of these journals today. Some journal pages typically have titles. They have a name and date, and it may be the name of the experiment or the name of the topic. They have little drawings. They have evidence of the work that they are doing. So there's a few details, some mathematics, some thoughts. They have processes of their learning, so they kind of analyze their ideas and write them down. And then their think out loud, their aha moments, they make big and notice. So we'll be doing the same thing throughout the year with our journals. And you will be the scientist in the classroom. So if you could, get your composition notebook out so we can get it set up. Here are some guidelines for your notebook. You will be writing down information and questions. You will be writing notes. You will be recording data from investigations. You will make drawings of our investigations. You will make graphs, tables, and charts to organize the information. You will reflect on your experiences and identify the new learnings. And this also keeps evidence of learning in progress. The rules for your notebook. The following rules will help you create an interesting and informative notebook to show what you have experienced and learned in science. Write neatly and legibly. Make sure you always have a title and date for each entry to help remind you of the topic. You will keep a table of contents in the front. You will number the pages in the corner. You will erase any mistakes or mark through them with one line. We're not going to have a whole bunch of squiggly all over the place marking throughs. You will label all drawings. You will use sentences to communicate your observations, plans, explanations, and conclusions. You will use a ruler to draw all straight lines. You will use color, but no markers, crayon and matte pencils only. So let's create your title page. Open it up. The first page you see, I would like you to write My Science Notebook. On the top and on the bottom, if you notice, I would like you to write your name. This is so if you misplace your notebook, we all know who it belongs to, but more importantly, you're going to keep your scientific evidence in this notebook, so who knows who's going to see it down the road. You drew a picture yesterday of you as a scientist. Go ahead and take this picture and glue it down on this page of your notebook. Next, you're going to flip your title page, and it's going to be blank. We're going to leave this page blank. But on the next page, I want you to title it Table of Contents. Create 3 columns. One is date, entry, which is where your title of each page will go, and then the page number. And we will get to the page numbers here in just a second. We are now going to number the pages. Do not number the table of contents. You will skip another sheet for adding to the table. So we may have 2 or 3 sheets front and back for the table of contents. And then number the pages in the corner front and back. I would number your pages small at the top right hand corner. You're going to do it on the left hand, it'll be in the top left hand corner. On the right hand side, it'll be in the upper right hand corner. I am going to give you about 10 minutes to number your pages. You may pause this video while you do this. Your expectations about this notebook. Please refer back to the guidelines. Please do not lose this notebook. It is not an option to lose this notebook, as we will be taking grades for organization in it. If you lose your notebook, you will use free time to copy everything into a notebook that you provide. So keep in mind, if you lose your first one, anything that has been given to you or created in your new one, you'll have to go back and do it all over again. Let's get ready to do some experiments and learning.